What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, and yeah, someone just yesterday or in the comment section in my ABC deck profile wanted to see some more updated combos. Yeah, like I know, like in the first step-by-step tutorial, I guess I looked back on it. They were kind of like more like very specific ones. These are like not even straight combos, but they really are just test hands. I was kind of just cycling through. I saw one that looks semi-interesting. Just show you how many different ways you can get to the same end board. Well, and to start off with, as like a reintroduction, so if this is like your first time seeing ABC Cyber Dragon, here is essentially the core of what it's all about. Like, Union Hanger by itself equals 2 negates, which is really cool. 1-card combo, right? Yeah, I'll take them step by step. I really don't mind taking it really slow. You know, Terraforming is going to search you your Union Hanger. You can essentially ignore all the other ones, although they will like end up coming up like towards the end board, like sometimes out of luck. Anyways, Union Hanger, when it's activated, lets you add a Light Machine Union monster from your hand, so A, B, C, either you know, any of them that you want. I go ahead and grab the B Buster Drake. That's going to be your combo starter. So when it's sent to the graveyard, it lets you search, and it's not like a once per turn. It's literally like if you can keep sending to the graveyard, you can keep adding Union monsters like from your deck to your hand. In any case, Union Hanger says when any of these bad boys are summoned, you can equip another one from the deck. So it is from the deck specifically, but you can't special summon it normally. This Union Driver card, on the other hand, is kind of a substitute. It's basically just a cheat around. When it's equipped, you can banish it and then equip a machine monster that can special summon itself. So that's what you're going to do there. This card is usually like a brick in the hand, obviously, because I said Union Hangers from the deck, but Union Carrier can't equip it from the hand, so it's not like the deadest card in the world. It just kind of sucks to see it. Like I said, now that it can summon itself, and you're probably wondering why I summon both of these, but that'll become apparent in a second. When you link them off into, like I was talking about, a Union Carrier, but you're not going to be searching or equipping the Union Driver, obviously. So that's going to trigger B Buster Drake twice. So you're going to get 2 searches. So ABC Dragon obviously requires all 3 of them to be on the field or the graveyard. So there's already 1, and you're searching the other 2 automatically. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm going to activate Union Carrier's effect next, which is going to equip to itself. Yeah, it doesn't have that restriction at all. The Photon Orbital, it was in my hand, unfortunate, but I'm totally fine with the amount of advantage I have here. It's just kind of sucky at the end of the day. But not, you know, like, it's not a Garnet necessarily, not that bad. Anyways, the Photon Orbital actually lets it send itself to the graveyard to search a Galaxy Soldier. Or any Galaxy monster, but, you know, we're not playing a Galaxy-Eyes deck. If you guys want to see a Galaxy-Eyes deck, you can go check out my channel. But anyways, so of course, you know, the Galaxy Soldier pitches a light monster from your hand, and then it can search a Galaxy monster, and it can actually search a copy of itself, which is already going to do. The search effect is only once per turn, not the summon effect. So all you're trying to do is dump these to the graveyard to make sure you can summon your ABC. But you haven't noticed, obviously, you also have 2 level 5 monsters, which can turn into a Nova, which can go into an Infinity. And then here, like, this is the 2 disruption, 1 banish, 1 omni negate, and then I just drew into the cybernetic overflow, so that's 2 more pops during my opponent's turn. Pretty good opening, honestly, but it can get better, and it will. So I just want to show you that because that's kind of what everyone's introduction. That's like the Team Samurai combo. That if you kind of catch my drift off of that. Anyways, so this is an insane board. It may not look like it because you don't have like a core or anything, and I could also just go the terraforming route, like the same exact combo. Again, this deck is fairly consistent, but I want to take it even further beyond. It's not really all that big deal to me. Now, I do search it, and I'm going to also use Union Carrier's effect, or Union Hanger's effect, but that's only kind of debate on an Ash Blossom. It's the perfect time. Your opponent may think, oh, he's playing ABCs, like that's going to kill him, when in reality, I'm just hoping that he'll use it early, so my plays are less interrupted. And then just getting as many pieces to your hand as possible is always a good thing. So if the search does go through, you're happy because it usually means that you can go into also the ABC at the end of the turn. But we'll see where I take this. Cyber Dragon hurts. It counts as Cyber Dragon on the field, so you can use Machine Dupe to summon 2 Cyber Dragons from the deck, which of course I'm going to be doing here. In the next, like, it depends, right? So if your opponent's like trying to ash you at any point or like disrupt your plays, like you can hold on to this for as long as you want and just keep going on your plays unimpeded, assuming that he doesn't have anything. Because I'm not playing against opponent at the current moment. I will do some more replays, but I just wanted to show these like in-depth ones to see if it could help you. To show like how many different play starters there can be and what you can kind of do with it in the lines of plays. Hertz was sent to the graveyard, obviously, so it's going to search another Cyber Dragon. Just, it's good to get all of them out of the deck, and there's a lot of utility with them too as discard fodder. But let's say like your opponent doesn't have anything, so at that point they'd probably try to hand trap your Union Carrier, so you could just activate this upon that and summon or equip A, and A makes it unaffected by monster effects or whatever, an infinite impermanence and Conquistador. But anyways, assuming nothing's going on, we're going to equip the Union Driver once again. Union Driver can banish itself to summon, or equip, I should say, a Beat Buster. Again, I'm trying to get as many searchers as I can, right? So now I can summon it. And yeah, so Union Hanger doesn't matter if it's normal summon or anything. If it's special summon, you can equip from the deck, which is awesome. So of course I'm going to equip, another piece that I don't have. And when this one's sent to the graveyard, let's special summon a Union monster from my hand. And through all of this, I still haven't even used Union Carrier's effect. So most of the time, it's either you're going to, with Union Carrier, it's the one piece that you don't have. It's very likely that you're going to be able to search the Galaxy Soldier with like core combos, or maybe you're drawing into like this side of it, and you can go through the Union Driver. It doesn't matter, like Union Carrier is a massive utility, and sometimes you just need the last piece for whatever reason. You can just equip the last piece, and ABC can actually banish from the equip zone as well, which is nice. Photon Orbital obviously going to attribute itself to get Galaxy Soldier to my hand. And I can link those two off into a Verte Anaconda. You're not always going to end on 3 disruption boards, but when you can, you're obviously pretty happy about it. And what you can do, of course, is this is another good niche interaction. When B Buster and C are sent together, you can actually chain C Crush first and then search so that you can summon the last piece, because obviously we've used our normal summon like a long time ago. You don't always want to, depends, because if you're going to get all 3 pieces, or you're going to get all 3 of your boss monsters out in turn 1 like I am, you need at least 2 cards in your hand for the Dragoon, Negate, and the ABC. So I could have, like I said, done that little interaction, and sometimes you will definitely have to, depending on the situation. You can do that. Just keep that in mind. I'm just going to keep, this will be, that should be like the last piece that I need to go in there, and I can dump that as well. Go into a Nova, go into an Infinity, banish all of the pieces, and then use Verde Anaconda to finish it off. And boom, what do you know? Instead of doing the normal route like I showed you in that first combo, I went way further beyond just that, and I think that's what makes ABC like this deck special, or better than maybe even just playing it more conservative. You like just go all out, because a lot of the times it'll just win you duels, in my build at least. That's kind of how I've built the deck. And I'll show you some more. I don't think any of these two start the same at all. And in one of them, I'll show you like just the way extenders go. So I haven't shown you one, like core is the main combo starter for this deck. I haven't shown you that yet, right? Like we've done 2 different combos that had nothing to do with it. But I'll show you what you can do with core. And a lot of it depends on what's your hand as well. Like you never know. If you have a repair plant in your hand, that means you can search the trap card, which is just in like sometimes just like 4 pops in addition to like the 3 negate board that I just showed you. You kind of have to mess around with it. Again, Union Hanger, great Ash Blossom bait. And, technically they have to as well. I mean, if they let your plays go through, like if I were to go this route, then, that wouldn't be too good for them. But now I'm going to go for the core here, especially when I have Hertz, because it's great to have Hertz in your hand, because when you use the Galaxy Soldier effect, it replaces itself. The Galaxy Soldier obviously replaces itself, but Hertz does with the Cyber Dragon, so you're not truly negging, which is always the inherent, like, horrible part about Galaxy Soldier, especially in Galaxy Eyes. So Repair Plant lets you search any light machine. Now going second, this could be in a bevy of things, and there's a lot of good utility here. So let's say your opponent has like a Megaclops in the extra monster zone. Well, what you could do is actually, get rid of it with the Mega Flea Dragon. And then let's say they had another monster that you had to deal with of some sort. You can actually use Repair Plant to search the Light Machine Kaiju in your deck. So your opponent would probably not expect that. They're probably like, oh, it's just some harmless search for a Cyber Dragon monster, when in reality it's any Light Machine. And this card will be massive, and I think it'll come up in the last combo I'll show you, or the test hand, on where what you're normally going to search is Galaxy Soldier with this, but sometimes it's in your opening, and you can search like the rest of the ABC pieces that you need to finish things off. In any case, since I'm playing, let's say I'm going first, you can always replace this with an Almirage, which is really cool. And now that you have a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, like I said, you can search that Light Machine. So assuming I'm just going to be searching here the Galaxy Soldier, and then Galaxy Soldier can start pitching. It's not always going to end on the 3 disruption board. It's great when you do, but sometimes it's just going to come down to 2 of them. And I think in this combo here, I go for Infinity and Dragoon, and that's it. We'll see though. Depends. Like sometimes you'll have extenders, like in the next combo, that you can go even further. But I would definitely not recommend overextending where you only have like 1 card in your hand. If you can set up 2 Omni Negates, I feel like you got to be pretty happy, relative to how successful that people think this deck could be. No one said you were going to beat, Zodiac or anything. So there you go. Cyber Dragon Infinity is just, or Nova is just so good for getting that last piece that you need for the Dragoon to get out on the board. So we also have follow-up plays, like right in the next turn, Union Hanger can basically grab whatever the last piece is that you need. So I feel pretty happy about that. Being that I had 0 extenders in my hand, I still got 2 Omni Negates out of it. Both being very powerful, by the way. And here's the last one. And I always mention Overload Fusion as an extender, and you will see why to the fullest extent. Looking at this hand, you think, okay, you'll just do what you did last time. You'll put up the Infinity, you put up the Dragoon. Not bad at all. You can search the core. Cool. It's just so insane what Chimera Tech Overload Dragon can do for you turn 1 and 2. That's why I had this card at 3 for so long. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and use the Cyber Emergency to search a core. Core is going to go ahead and normal summon it, search. Always going to be searching the Cyber Repair Plant. And I can turn that into an Almirage, very similar to last time. So, I mean, that's kind of like the main point I wanted to show you. Like, this seems like the same hand as last time, but it's slightly different. You'll see. I'm going to go ahead and pitch the Hertz just like that. I'm going to trigger both of those effects. One's going to grab me a Cyber Dragon, the other one's going to grab me the other Galaxy Soldier in my deck. And I can pitch another Cyber Dragon to go here. And here we go. The Nova, I can go ahead and revive a card back. So what's different, right? As well, I'm going to go into the Infinity just in case he has hand traps, right? You never know how they're trying to hold on to it. And now, yes, so I do have still have 2 like loosey-goosey Cyber Dragons in my graveyard that I can use. So I'm going to be able to give myself another material on the field, and we'll see if I can make use of it. Let's let you send any Light Machine monster from the deck to the graveyard. Absolutely crazy. So I know what you're thinking still. Okay, dude, what the heck? There's only 2 pieces. That's not enough. So, like, then you'll go into Dragoon and you'll just hope on next turn. No, not exactly. You can actually convert the Cyber Dragon and the Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon into a Union Carrier. And again, like, I know this seems like you're overextending, but at least you have the Infinity at this point. And if your opponent hasn't exhausted all of their resources, especially after you have the Infinity on the field, then I don't know. Like, that's just insane. They drew the nuts. So the Union Carrier can equip to itself a Union Driver. See where I'm going with this? It's always about the material on the field. Material and link climbing is like the core of what this deck's identity is. And there's so many ways to keep it going. Now, this is the last piece that I didn't dump. So I'm going to get double usage out of it, because now I can special summon it. I can link the Almirage and the Sea off. The 3 pieces were in the graveyard now after all of that. And then, of course, I can finish off with Dragoon, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So hopefully that kind of gave you a more in-depth look at it. Hopefully it made sense. If you have any other questions, of course, I'd be more than happy to answer them. But other than that, guys, that's going to do it for today's video, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night.